Imagine waking up each morning, not dreading the busy day ahead, but feeling a quiet sense of joy and excitement for the little things you'll experience throughout the day. Think about what it would feel like to move through your daily routine with more ease, more gratitude, and a deeper connection to the present moment. What if I told you that joy isn't something you have to wait for or chase after, but something that you can create in your everyday life? In this video, we're going to explore how you can cultivate real joy through simple practices of gratitude and mindfulness. These aren't complex rituals or things you have to add to your to-do list. They're ways of seeing, ways of being that shift your experience of life from rushed and overwhelmed to grounded and joyful. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to start finding more joy in your everyday moments, no matter how busy life gets. I'm Lynn, and welcome to Life Reimagined with Lynn. I'm so excited you're here with me today because I'm passionate about helping women like you navigate life's transitions with grace and purpose. Whether you're shifting your focus from taking care of others to finally prioritizing yourself, or simply seeking more fulfillment in your day-to-day life, this space is for you. I've been through my own journey of rediscovery, and along the way, I've learned how powerful it is to cultivate joy in the smallest of moments. It's been a game changer in my own life, and I can't wait to share what I've learned with you so you can start experiencing more joy and ease in your own life, starting right now. Let's dive in. You know, for the longest time, I thought joy was something that came after the hard work was done. I thought joy was something that showed up when I had accomplished a big goal, or when everything finally lined up perfectly in my life. But as the years passed, I realized that joy didn't just magically appear once everything was checked off the list. I would meet the goal only to quickly move on to the next thing, never really feeling that deep sense of fulfillment that I was hoping for. It was a cycle, and I know it's one many of us find ourselves in, always looking forward to the next milestone, thinking that's where happiness will be waiting for us. But here's what I've found. Joy is not a destination. It's not something out there that you reach after everything is perfect. It's available to us right now in this very moment, if you're willing to slow down and notice it. And the two things that have helped me the most in finding joy in my daily life are gratitude and mindfulness. Gratitude for me was the first step, and I started small, just making a point each day to reflect on one or two things I was grateful for. At first, I would focus on the big things, my family, my health, my home. And while those are absolutely worth being grateful for, I realized that I was missing the smaller moments, the fleeting things that brought a smile to my face, like the way the sunlight filters through the trees in the mornings, or the smell of fresh coffee brewing in the kitchen, or even the feel of the warm water on my hands as I did the dishes. These were moments that were happening every day, but I was too busy or too distracted to really notice them. The more I started to focus on these little things, the more joy I began to feel. It wasn't overwhelming, ecstatic joy that you might feel on vacation or at a celebration, but a quiet, steady sense of contentment. I felt more connected to my life, more appreciative of the here and now. And that's the beauty of gratitude. It helps us tune in to what's already good in our lives if everything else isn't perfect. Mindfulness, on the other hand, was something I had to work a little harder at. I'm naturally someone who's always thinking ahead, planning the next thing. But mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment. It's about letting go of the future and the past, even if just for a few minutes, and really experiencing where you are right now, like this moment. You know, it might sound simple, but it can be challenging, especially when you're used to living in fast-forward mode. One of the ways I've brought mindfulness into my daily life is by creating small pauses throughout the day. These aren't long meditation sessions or anything like that, just little moments where I stop, take a breath, and pay attention to what's around me. It could be while I'm drinking my morning coffee, when I'm sitting outside for a few minutes, or even when I'm in the middle of something as simple as folding laundry. I take a deep breath and notice the sounds, the smells, the softness of the towels. I allow myself to just be in the moment without rushing off to the next thing in my mind. What I've found is that these small moments of mindfulness allow me to reset. They remind me to slow down, to appreciate the present moment, and to let go of the constant need to be doing or achieving something. It's amazing how just a few mindful breaths can shift your entire perspective on the day. Instead of feeling like I'm just rushing around from one task to the next, I feel more grounded, more centered, and with that sense of presence comes a deep sense of joy. Another thing that's been really helpful for me is bringing mindfulness into the things I used to view as chores. For example, instead of rushing through washing the dishes or tidying up the house, I try to be fully present during those tasks. I pay attention to the feel of the warm water, the sound of the dishes clinking, the satisfaction of seeing a clean space. These are things that in the past I might have viewed as an annoyance or a time suck, but now they're opportunities for mindfulness and, yes, even moments of joy. It's incredible how much more connected to your life you feel when you're truly present for it. And the funny thing is, the more you practice gratitude and mindfulness, the more natural it becomes. You start to notice the small things without even trying. You begin to see the beauty in the ordinary, in the everyday moment that you once might have overlooked. I know that for many of us, life can feel overwhelming at times. There are always things to do, people to care for, and responsibilities pulling us in different directions. But I truly believe that no matter how busy life gets, there is always space for joy, if we're willing to look for it. And gratitude and mindfulness are two powerful tools that can help us find that joy even in the midst of busyness. So if you're feeling like life is passing you by in a blur, or if you're craving more joy and connection in your daily routine, I encourage you to give these practices a try. Start small. Take a moment at the end of each day to reflect on something you're grateful for. Even if it's just the way the sunlight looked this morning or the sound of your favorite song. And try to bring a little mindfulness into your day. Pause every now and then, take a breath, and really notice what's around you. It's in these small, simple moments that we can find joy no matter what's going on around us. Thank you so much for joining me today with Life Reimagined with Lynn. I hope this conversation has inspired you to bring more gratitude and mindfulness into your life, making space for those beautiful everyday moments of joy that are just waiting to be noticed. Remember, joy isn't something you have to chase. It's something we can find within ourselves no matter how busy life gets. And as we continue in the Cultivating Joy and Purpose series, I'm thrilled to invite you to our next video. Are you ready for change and how to set goals aligned with your true desires? Together, we'll explore how to create goals that truly resonate with who you are now and what lights you up for this next chapter. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share a comment below on one small joy you noticed today. And don't forget to check out the links below for my free guide to cultivating joy and purpose, along with more information on my coaching program where we can dive deeper into these practices together. Thank you again for being here. Start noticing those little moments, embrace the beauty of now, and remember, you're creating a life filled with joy and purpose. See you in the next video.